Alright, welcome to my review for Dragon Ball Daima episode 16 and 17. Now, before I get into this review, I actually want to address a mistake I made in my last review. Now, in my last review, I said is that Degasu disguised himself as a girl to go and take the third evil eye. But it turns out is that that girl is actually a different character. I don't know how I thought that Degasu disguised himself as her, but they're actually two different characters, right? I don't know how I thought that. I don't know if it was like a slight mistranslation. Like I don't know how when I was watching it, I don't know how I thought that, but yeah, I made a mistake on that one, so I do apologize for that. So those two are actually different characters. So once again, I do apologize for that mistake, but without further ado, let's get into this review. So in episode 16, right after they've beaten all the soldiers, the special forces soldiers actually confront them, which I actually did predict this in my last review. Now, those special elite soldiers, they stood no chance against Vegeta. Like, Vegeta just basically one-shotted them all, basically. He took them all down. Even though these special elite soldiers are supposed to be, like, based off the Ginyu Force, they were basically, like, fodder for Vegeta. So, they were beating easily, and they basically, like, gag characters. And I mentioned this before, I predicted all this. So, anyway, once they take care of them, they enter the palace to try to find Dende. So what happens is that Goku, he actually senses Dende, and he follows his senses so he can find Dende. And what happens here is that Degasu, he actually kidnaps Dende, and he tries to take off in one of those planes, right? So he's preparing to take off, like he's preparing to go inside of one, and that's where Goku and his friends, they confront him. And it's here when they get into like a standoff. So basically, Degasu, he basically puts a gun to Dende, if you come any closer, I'll kill him, and that's where he reveals his plans, right? So he was actually planning to betray Goma, and he wants to become Demon King, right? That's his plan. Right now, of course, like Goma is actually watching all this, so he's seeing the betrayal happen, right? So after like some talking back and forth, eventually they do end up rescuing Dende by the help of Pansy and Glorio, right? So they manage to save Dende, and they capture Degasu, which they tie him up, and then they give him to Pansy's dad's soldiers. The soldiers that were with him. They give it to them, and they basically, because he's tied up, and they basically take him away. So now that they've rescued Dende, so they decide to go, after the last Dragon Ball that they need. So they gotta fight Tagoma, right? Tagami, sorry, what his name. So they walk down a path to where this thing is, right? So they can battle him. And they notice that the Tagami, he's actually missing the Dragon Ball. So they notice and they go, "Hey, where's the Dragon Ball?" And he said, the Dragon Ball's already gone. I've already been defeated. And that's where Irene and Majin Q and Majin Do confront them. And this is actually where Irene, she basically tells them all their plans. And it's revealed here is that Irene, she wants to use the Dragon Balls to actually wish for her to become the Demon Queen, and to rule not only the Demon Realm, but also the Mortal Realm. So she wants to rule basically the whole 7 universe, like the whole universe of Universe 7. Basically, she wants to rule everything, but she wants to also make the Demon Realm into the most evilest place and the most scariest place to ever exist. That's her plan, right? And what happens is that she makes a deal with them. I'll give you my one Dragon Ball if you guys battle one of my minions, right? So what happens is that Goku, he steps up. Well, there was a bit of an altercation between Goku and Vegeta, but Goku, they said, Goku needs to fight. So Goku steps up, and it was Majin Do. That's a fat one, right? Yeah. So he confronts the fat one. So he starts to battle the fat one, right? So they're evenly matched, like, because he's using his power pole, using some martial arts and stuff that seem to be pretty. They're going toe to toe with each other, seem pretty evenly matched. But during this time, Goma, he's actually like wondering where, like, because he's losing hope, right? But it was actually that girl comes in and she gives him the third eye, right? She gives him a belt, and he goes, "Yes, I found the third eye," right? And Rebecca said, "Well, what's my reward?" She's told me, "Oh yeah." He goes, go to my like, I think chambers or something, I think it was, where go take whatever you want, right? So that's what she does, right? And he eventually, like, uses tools to try to get it up. He uses one thing to, like, I don't know what that thing is called, like the the cartoon thing, how it's like a stick and it's like that thing at the end of it, so to get it out. That, I don't know what that thing is called, but he manages to get out the demon eye from the belt to separate it. So what happens is that girl comes out, like, she basically took everything, right? And the Goma goes to her, "Hey, I want you to put this in my forehead," right? And then he goes, "No, I'm not touching that thing. It's disgusting." And Go goes, "I'll give you," I think it was what is it, 5,000? I'll give 5,000 to put this in my head. She goes, "No, give me 10,000 and I'll put it in." I goes, "Yeah." It's like, this girl is definitely coming off like she's supposed to be like the gold digger, pretty girl gold digger, if you guys know what I mean. That's a trope, right? She's a gold digger, right? So yeah, so she does put third eye in Goma, the third eye, and what happens is that once it goes in, he starts, like, starts like mutating kind of, and he starts becoming like giant, and his power level goes through the roof. Now she obviously runs away because she's scared, but yeah, he becomes like gigantic, and that's where episode 16 ends. Now episode 17. Episode 17 is actually very action heavy, and it's a very well animated episode too. Very well done, very entertaining as well, the fighting. But the way this episode starts out is that Goma, after when he completes his transformation, he actually like interferes with Goku and Majin Buu's fight, right? He interferes. He goes, "No, come and battle me. You guys, because you guys are making such a ruckus. You guys are doing this. I want to stop you. I'm the king. I'm the ruler. I'm the strongest. Yes, I want to take all of you guys on." That's basically what happens. And basically, they all jump to fight him, right? And in their base forms, they stand no chance against this guy. They even go Super Saiyan, and they still can't beat this guy, right? But I'll put it this way: the way this part was animated was very well done. Like, and I've noticed this, some of Goma's attacks, like especially the thing that he did with the rocks, I could tell that's obviously done with CGI, right? But it looked really good. I was amazed with this episode. Very well animated, like I said. But yeah, so basically he's like beating him back. Also, Tagami also jumps in as well, but he gets beaten as well. But yeah, very well animated episode. So during the end, because they're struggling against this guy, Goku, he gets like not, how do I say? He gets Goma, he uses like a telekinetic ability to like stop Goku like in midair, like to kind of like paralyze him. And he throws a ki blast at Goku to try to kill him, right? And Majin Q and Majin Buu try to save him with the ki blast, but they get beaten back. But before that beam can hit Goku says, "I got no choice now. I have to go, full power." So he powers up, and finally we get to see Super Saiyan 3 in Dragon Ball Daima. And so in the next episode, we're gonna see Super Saiyan 3 Goku versus Goma. So I wonder how that's gonna go down. Like I said, this episode was very well animated. The fighting looked really good. Even the choice, like the photography, looked really good too. It actually looked like they're doing martial arts as well with some of these scenes. But yeah, very well animated. A very good looking episode as well. And now we have actually entered the final battle. So Goma is obviously the final villain of this. So once they defeat Goma, this will be the end. So yeah, not much longer till when Dragon Ball Daima ends. So we're not long now. Probably like 5-7 episodes left. But yeah, this is definitely going to be the final battle. Now, I do apologize if this is a very rushed review and very late coming out too, because I was very busy and yeah, I couldn't release these reviews fast enough. I was meant to make them separate, but I had to fuse the two reviews together because I was busy and I couldn't, do things. So the thing is also, I'm not doing YouTube full time, so yeah, it is what it is. By next week though, I will be making these reviews in time. So yeah, that look out for that, because I will be making these reviews on time. So I'll be back on schedule. So can't wait to see what the next episode is, because I can't wait to see that fight. So that's enough from me. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And yeah, thank you for watching.